and that's the difference. So what we invite you to do in a moment as you go for your coffee break, you'll be handed, there's two surveys. One is for the seafarers, which we hope you'll fill in, and one is for seafarers' families. And we hope this afternoon and tomorrow morning, or maybe overnight, you'll take the opportunity of filling those in, reading the questions, and giving us your support, because our programme is based around what you tell us. It's very important. And then, if you do that, and tonight or tomorrow you go past the piracy response stand, and you fill in a completed questionnaire, then we'll give you a coffee mug. Yeah? To say thank you. Because we thank you not only for ourselves and our programme, we thank you on behalf of the 20 partners that you saw that we have at the moment. And most of all, we thank you on behalf of the captain and what we estimate to be 3,000 seafarers who have been attacked at sea in the last 5 years. And especially those around about 1,500, 2,000 that have been held hostage. So thank you very much for that. Wait. It's your coffee time, okay?
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for giving us a picture of this virus crisis. But I would like to ask some clarification so that we can think of a solution. Aside from the guidelines for your ships that you have provided to be followed, and aside from the ship's design that you mentioned also to be followed, and aside from the advice for the seafarers to follow everything that the pilot asks, and you're asking for industrial response, like the best management practices, the SOS campaign, I just would like to ask, is there any early warning system that has been installed to avoid attacks or piracy, and so that we can think of responses to, in your statement that we need cooperation for the countries. Maybe we can utilize this for early warning system so that we can avoid piracy. Thank you very much.
What I skipped over very quickly was the fact that since the beginning of this year, pirates have been using motherships. That's where they've taken the big vessel and they put their skiffs on that and they use that to launch an attack. They're quite often using fishing vessels. And the NATO officers were telling me recently they had a call from a captain who said he was surrounded by pirates. And when the helicopter got there, he was actually sailing through the middle of a fishing field. And so they're just simple fishermen. And so there isn't any early warning system as far as that's concerned because you don't know what ship the pirates are in. However, there is NATO and UNAFOR in the area, and they do issue warnings. Beginning of this year, they became proactive, and they started finding the telephone numbers of the ships in the area, and they rang the ship and said, "Do you know you're in a piracy area? We issued a warning this morning. Have you read it?" And the seafarers were saying, "Oh, we haven't got around to that yet. We're busy this morning. We haven't actually looked." Yeah. And so again, there are warning systems out there which people have to react to. On two of the vessels we spoke to, there was a warning. They were told there was piracy activity in the area, and the captain said, "Oh, 5 o'clock in the morning, guys, we have to go on piracy watch." And they were attacked at 3 o'clock. So they left it too late. Yeah? Okay, we're going to take a coffee break now, I think. Thank you very much for that. Tony and I are on our stand for the next 2 days. Thank you very much. Don't rush your questionnaire because we have enough ones for everybody, but come and collect it over the next 2 days. I think coffee break is going to be half an hour. Yeah? Oh, another. carry on drinking your coffee while you have a question. Sorry.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am a student of Waving Global College and a Siemens brother. I would like to ask if sea negotiations fail between pirates and the company or principal, what will happen to the seafarers? And up to what extent can the international law do to help?
Just a bit of a question again, Lee.
If sea negotiations fail between pirates and the company or principal, what will happen to the seafarers? And up to what extent can the international law do to help?
As you know, in maritime world anyway, international law is totally complicated. So I would have to come back to you and say, who owns the vessel? What flag is the vessel? What nationality are the crew? Where is the manning agent? Where is the vessel? Because all those things affect who is responsible for people on board. So for example, a vessel where you've got 7 nationalities of crew, no single government has the authority or the responsibility to assist those crew members, only their own people. And they're not going to go in where there are 26 other crews from different nationalities just to help their own 6. So the whole piracy law and the whole international law covering piracy is very complicated because since 1875 the attacks were very few and far between. It's only now that they're escalating. Does that answer the question? Yes, it's very, very complicated. Yeah? Okay then, 30 minutes for coffee and back at 10 minutes, so I've spoken too long, right? 10 minutes to go and get your coffee and then come back because the next speaker is far better than I am and it's a much more equally interesting subject. Okay, thank you.